Trust me, I'm a doctor.
What's up, YouTube? This Trust Me, I'm a Doctor here. About to show you guys a little trick for moving, or how to basically drive a vehicle with a bad fuel pump. And I'm talking about a fuel injected vehicle. You might be wondering what this is right here. That's sitting down here tied up to the side of the car. This is an external fuel pump, an old one I have laying around, and it runs back. The hose that connects to the input of that fuel pump runs right here into this gas can, which I have just kind of wedged in the door right there. Another thing you can do if you have a long enough hose is, instead of running this hose and using a gas can as the fuel tank, if I had a longer hose, I could have just brought it all the way back and went ahead and stuck it inside I could have stuck it in the fuel tank and just have it suction straight out of the tank, which would eliminate this big bulky thing, which kind of requires it to be wedged, secured and everything like that. But hey, it's just to move it inside the shop so I can drop the fuel tank. I don't want to push this big old truck around. It's pretty heavy to do by myself. I went ahead and removed the fuel filter from the vehicle, which is located underneath right here, and the output of this external fuel pump is going to the side of the connector that went onto the fuel filter, which leads up towards the engine, towards the fuel rail. So the fuel pump is going to take the place of the fuel pump that's in the gas tank, and it's going to provide fuel pressure so that the engine can run. Got my wiring going up front right here, leading up there. It's kind of sloppy, but this is just for emergency purposes, to move the vehicle short distances. Also, since the fuel filter is removed and the pressure line that's coming from the tank is basically not connected to anything, I went ahead and removed the fuel pump relay. If you find a fuel pump fuse or the relay, you could just go ahead and remove that. So that'll make sure the pump doesn't come on, and even if it's a weak pump, you still don't want any gasoline spraying on the ground while you're moving the car around. I've got the fuel pressure gauge hooked up to the fuel rail here on the engine, and it's pretty much at zero. I have a little bit of residual pressure in there from the running the engine a minute ago. So I've got my positive wire here from the fuel pump, and here's the negative. When I connect this negative wire, you'll be able to see the fuel pressure rise. There it is. Now with let's see, that's pushing about 43 psi, so that's enough to run this engine. Let's go ahead and start it up. I can hear the fuel pump buzzing. This vehicle was towed in here, by the way, so let's start it up. Yeah, it works. So there you have it, it's done. I was able to hook up the external fuel pump and run it long enough to move this truck into the shop so I can go ahead and drop the tank and change the actual fuel pump that's meant to be on the car So yeah, I hope somebody was able to find this information useful. Thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.